Assalamualaikum class. In this video we will learn exercise 9.5, the ratio and root test. We will only discuss the ratio and root test. Clearly, the ratio test and root test are the tests to define that either a given series is convergent or divergent. So here is the ratio test. We are going to apply the limit k approaches to infinity on the ratio uk plus 1 over uk, that is the ratio of the two consecutive terms uk plus 1 over uk. Now if rho is less than 1 or the answer is less than 1, the series convergent. If the answer is greater than 1 or infinity, then the series is divergent, and for is equal to 1, the series may be convergent or divergent. That is the test does not provide us enough information in this case. So whenever the answer of this limit, when that we are going to apply on the ratio, if the answer is less than 1, the series convergent. For greater than 1 or infinity, the series diverges, and for is equal to 1, the test fails or test does not provide us enough information. Here we have question number 14 from the exercise. We are going to apply the ratio test to determine whether the series is convergent or not, and the series is given summation k varying from 1 to infinity k 1 by 2 whole power k. So we will apply the limit on the ratio of the journal terms uk plus 1 over uk. So here is the uk plus 1 term, that is we just need to put k is equal to k plus 1 divided by uk, that is the journal term in terms of k. So k plus 1 1 over 2 k plus 1 divided by k over 2k 2 raised to the power k. So simplifying on this, we get k plus 1 over k into 2 power k over 2 power k plus 1. So we can this will be cancelled out, that is we are left with 1 by 2, and we will apply the limit on k plus 1 over k. So this is equal to 1 plus 1 over k, because k over k will be cancelled out and 1 over k will be left. So when we apply the limit, the answer is 1 by 2, which is less than 1, so the series will be convergent. Here we have question number 15, summation k varying from 1 to infinity k factorial over k cube. So we will apply the limit on the ratio uk plus 1 over uk. So k plus 1 factorial over k plus 1 whole cube into k cube over k factorial. So the ratio is appearing over here. Now we will simplify it. Now we know that k plus 1 factorial will be equal to k plus 1 into k factorial over k plus 1. We can take k cube common from this, so k cube into 1 plus 1 over k whole cube. So on simplifying, this will be cancelled out, this will be cancelled out. We are left with k plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over k whole cube. So when we apply limit k approaches to infinity, the answer is infinity, so the series is divergent in this case. Next we have the root test. Clearly we are going to apply the limit k approaches to infinity on a root, that is the kth root of the journal term k uk raised to the power 1 over k. The results are the same, that is if the answer is less than 1, the series convergent. For greater than 1 and infinity, the series divergent, and for is equal to 1, the test does not provide enough. Here we have question number 20, in which we are going to apply the root test to determine the convergence of the series. So summation k varying from 1 to infinity 1 minus e power minus k whole power k. So obviously such series are quite helpful or are quite useful to apply the root test rather than the ratio test. So we are going to apply the root test, the kth root of the journal term. So this k and 1 over k will be cancelled out, and when we solve, the answer will be 1. That is the test does not provide us enough information in this case. Next we have exercise 9.8, Maclaurin and Taylor series. These are basically the power series that are defined with the help of a given function. Here is the expression for the Taylor series. This one, summation k varying from 0 to infinity f kth order derivative of x naught over k factorial x minus x naught whole power k. And here is the expression, just expanding it with the help of k is equal to 0, k is equal to 1, 2 and so on. So for k is equal to 0 means no derivative, so the simple function. For k is equal to 1 means the first derivative, k is equal to 2 will represent the second order derivative and so on. So this expression is representing over here is named as the Taylor series for f about x is equal to x naught. If we fix the point x naught to be 0, the series is named as Maclaurin series, represented over here. Here we have question number 4 from the exercise, in which we are given with the function f of x is equal to sine pi x, and we have to write down the sigma notation to write Maclaurin series. So the Maclaurin series journal form is summation k varying from 0 to infinity f kth order at 0 x raised to the power k over k factorial. That is, we have to generalize this expression. So f of x is given to be sine pi x, so f of 0 is going to be 0 because sine 0 is 0. Now first derivative will be pi cos pi x x, that is when we put x is equal to 0, it is equal to minus pi. For the double derivative is minus pi square sine pi x, that is it will be 0. Now the third derivative will be minus pi cube cos pi x, the answer will be pi cube. The fourth derivative will again 0. So we can generalize this expression in the form that the kth order derivative will be 0. If k is even, then it will be 0, and it will be equal to minus 1 raised to the power k pi raised to the power 2k plus 1 whenever k is 0, 2, 3, 4 and 2, 4, 6 and so on. So here you can see when I put k is equal to 0, we will get minus 1 raised to the power 0, 1. Here k must be starts from 1 because for k is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 0. That is the first term will disappear and we are going to start the series from k is equal to 1. So here we are having for k is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on, it is going to be minus 1 raised to the power k pi raised to the power 2k plus 1. And here we have generalized expression k starting from 1. Sorry, k starting from 0 over here. Next we have question number 18. We have to write down the sigma notation for the Taylor series. The function is ln of x and the point x naught is e. So this Taylor series will be summation k varying from 0 to infinity f kth derivative at x naught over k factorial into x minus x naught whole power k. So f of x is ln of x, so f of x naught is equal to 1 because ln of e is 1. The first derivative is 1 over x, that is 1 over e. The second derivative will be minus 1 over x square, that is minus 1 over e square. Here is the third derivative and fourth derivative. So now we are going to generalize the derivatives in the form that k is varying from 1, 2, 3 and so on, and the kth derivative at x naught will be minus 1 raised to the power k minus 1, 1 over e power k. As you can see that for fourth derivative we had e power 4, for third derivative we have e power 3, so e power k. For fourth derivative we have 3 factorial, for third derivative we have 2 factorial, for second derivative we have 1 factorial, so we have put k minus 1 factorial and minus 1 raised to the power k minus 1. Now just insert the expression f raised to the power k of x naught in the expression and simplify it, we get the answer represented over here.